welcome back everybody for the map build. This is episode 2. We're going to be featuring 3 modders this time. We're going to be doing, of course, Cazz. We're going to be doing Perran. Then we're going to be doing Johnny. And then we're going to be doing me. So 3 modders and 1 person that don't really know. But first up is Cazz. So made sure I added their little graphics to this video. I thought it'd be a little cool touch to do. It's a beautiful, I love that one. So you're familiar with Cazz's barbed wire fence and how you can cut it and the fence goes away. You can grind up the stumps and then throw away this. So Johnny was talking to him about doing other fences like that. So this fence so far is not around this house in that style, but this is the house that will be going into it, the game. Everybody just fell in love with the Victorian house. It does have a sleep trigger now, but he's mainly right now is just showcasing that this fence as well can be sold and the stumps grinded. I actually don't have the part where I cut it out where he was taking it to market to sell it. But I'm really looking forward to this. So now if you don't like the fence or you want to take a fencing mod or something like that and add it to your favorite map or something like that, and a lot of this stuff is supposed to be coming out as mods. A lot of stuff we talked about that's going to be on this map. I kind of asked that Cazz kind of include everything that he possibly could as a mod so that people can use it, including that building back there that you see. You do see it in the game, but not like this one. He has removed 2 of the doors on it. He is talking about adding a shop as far as repair your tractors and stuff there. He is, I think, going to keep the lean-to on it. I was kind of liking it maybe without it, but it don't matter. Anything is fine. I mean, I just whatever I'm good with. I'm actually loving this map a lot. I forgot how much he said he got out of that fence, but it was actually quite a bit. So, but this is from his video. It is on his YouTube page. That's where I got it from. He does grind the stumps. He does turn into wood chips all the wood. No issues at all. He did sell it. But anyway, Cazz removed the 2 doors on that building and basically made a garage out of it. The other door is not operational and stuff, or neither was the 2 that was on there. And I really like including the oil spill. And the oil spill is a part of the mod. So if you don't like the building, if you do not want it there, and you don't like all that darkness area right here in this video, then don't worry about it. Just sell it. It all goes away. Then you can paint it whatever color or do anything you want with it, but you will not have that going on as far as the grease looking spill, oil and stuff stains. It's pretty cool because I like it. It gives it more of a natural feel. This isn't really where we park our cars for our house. This is a full-blown operating farm, so it makes it look a lot more natural like that. You overshot that one there, Cazz. Cazz doing it the right way. I would have walked up with the stump grinder on front of my truck and tested. Most him up in about 5 seconds, but it looks good. I like it. So he's playing by the rules on this. That chickens over there will probably be changing as well. Thinking they said that be adding Perran's version of the chicken to it. I like it. It's pretty cool. It's coming up. This here is going to take a few minutes. I did not try to speed this up or anything else. This part of the video was not that long. So I'm just going to get to enjoy it again. He did add some stuff like the plants and stuff around the house to kind of give it a little bit more life. And kind of looking a lot nicer. We mentioned maybe doing a fence just for this one little corner of the area with a little driveway to it that's kind of separate from the farm area, but they can walk out the back of the house if it was actually real life and walk into their farm area. Of course, you will not be able to go in this house. It's not one of them that's like that, but you know, maybe one day they will have a pretty cool looking Victorian style house that you can actually walk through it like some of the other maps has on okay, this is one showing the oil spill and that you would be able to sell it, and he took the garage doors off over here. I don't know why I'm using my hands. Next up is the old Aussie gamer. We're talking about Perran. I will have his Facebook link. He's in Shane's group, I know for sure, and he's working a lot with Shane. I love this. That is pretty cool. If you don't know where the animal dealer is on this to be able to walk up the buying station, then I don't know what's going on. I mean, really. But got several pictures of it actually finished, and then with the water and stuff kind of being added. Did not post the pictures in any certain order or anything, but that is a really nice look to it. The this is his as well. He skinned these silos. Like I said, I do love the dark ones the best. They're very nice looking. Here's where it's actually being built. Pretty cool. Got pipe laying out over there in the middle of the chicken area. Here's the water tower. I think they said he got that out of a chicken placement. I love it. It's a really nice looking water tower to be using on the farm. This is from Rustic, but it's going to be the same thing. You'll see it in the playthrough. This here's Johnny's section. This is his. I did speed this up to 2x. The quality's still low in this version. This is the where he just got through rebuilding his system and stuff. A lot of the settings and stuff is off. So, you know, it's just going to be a little bit unreadable. But he has fixed that. And I'm hoping that he's going to do some more spline work videos. This is where he's doing his thing again with the splines like we've seen in the first video. It just does not get old. I love it. And that's why you're going to have hundreds of thousands of trees on this map. So you won't have to hear me crying about how, oh no, it's a nice looking forest, but I hate to cut it down because, you know, then you lose the natural feel to the map. This, you do not have to worry about it. It is going to be so many trees, you couldn't change the view unless you went through there with some crazy cutter style wood shredder that makes wood chips and have this trailer that just holds 5 billion wood chips, because it would take it to make one pass. It would be insane. But I mean, this just does not get old. And hopefully he's going to give a better quality one up so you can actually see him going into the values and setting them to kind of have a splash or to just be nice and neat, to do set with ground level and all that, and show you how to get into it. I just think it's amazing. This can help so many map modders. No more going through there. There's no excuse now, if you're watching my channel, of going through there in one tree and, you know, in a nice straight line and all that. You can do a nice little pattern with them. add a lot of trees to it, pretty much all of them in the game. So you can't get no better than that. And it'll make your maps feel a whole lot more natural and stuff. So, good things, good things. I'm loving it. I think Johnny's having way too much fun with the splice. He went over into the road there, but he just gonna have to delete them. I mean, it's just part of it. What he's doing is making sure that it's covered, and it's going to be covered. You will see in my drive-through on my video, my fly-through, there's still some of them that's still got to be deleted and stuff like that. That's part of it. But I mean, the one section I thought was his might be Cazz's. I don't know until they respond back. But I thought it was his. There he's changing the values and stuff. He's checking it, make sure it looks the way it wants, go back, change values or whatever. See, there was a gap that was there. He spread those trees out and made it more look like to fill that gap in. That is so cool. But I mean, literally, at the end of my video, at the end of this, I recorded it first. Literally, you can just take a chainsaw and cut and then barely move about a half inch, and there's just some more. There is no definite this far apart or that far apart. It is all over the place, and it's a variety of trees. There you go, I was having to delete all the trees. And running those splines through the roads or anywhere next to the road is going to cause this. But I mean, think of if you did all that, placing one tree at a time and making sure that they actually are all down low and all that kind of stuff, hitting the ground like they're supposed to be and everything, it would just be a nightmare of work. I mean, a nightmare. And he just planted a whole forest in no time at all. And like I said, he does this with roads as well. His new map, J&J Mods, if you hadn't seen the first video or any of my other videos with him, you will see he, this could take a long, he's having trouble typing. You can pause that if you want. Some of the stuff I'm not going to read. I can't keep up with it that much. I do know he added another field. And it's really unique. That's where he's talking to us, I imagine. Like I said, if you want to try to follow on, it is a little bit blurry in this one. Just set your speed in where it says HD down the bottom right. And set your speed to where it is more comfortable for you to watch. Slow it down a little bit if you need to. Now, he's not going to fill those in too much. If you don't want squared up fields, you don't have to worry about it. Literally, this field is going to look just like that. You got roll to it. You got coming in. I also seen some island lands in it. I love that. You can look at a satellite picture of my area. There's all kinds of islands in these fields around here, of little trees or ponds and stuff like that. I love this. I really love it. I actually enjoy the faster speed. But hopefully, if everything works out all right, I'm still kind of begging for a video build. I'm hoping that Cazz and Johnny will help with it. And who knows? I might build a little bit of a map. So, a little bit, not much. Because I want to educate myself. I do not want to be one of these people that sits there and goes, I have no clue what's going on. So every video teaches me, teaches us, shows us what goes on, the enormous amount of work that goes into it. We're not, maps don't take no few weeks to build. They oftentimes take months if they got a lot of detail and stuff. And for somebody, some of these people, I mean, if you're still into like the old style doing some maps, what's been done right now would have took several months. But because a lot of this blind adding trees and all that kind of stuff, it's drastically cutting down some time that would be needed to build a map, making it look a lot more natural. But even if this goes fast, the forestry section, the roads has already been laid, so it's not be put in on the spline. There's gonna be so much forestry in this. I swear, anybody that wants to cut a tree down, you're gonna have so many trees. It's not even funny. I know these trees are gonna be in 6 digits, easy. Okay, so he's got his blinds in. I'm pretty sure that he set that not to do that splash because I'm not seeing them all in the field. If he had that set to splash, he would have a nightmare cleaning up the field. I mean, check that out. That's going to be that farm. So, can't say that this is going to be the same. Definitely not. So now we're coming into mine and Johnny's section. So this is where this recording is going to end, unless it is his other. We're fixing to find out. Yep, this is me and him. So I will be ending it here, and I'll be back in a minute. All right, we're ready to go inside the map. So far, you got to see Cazz, and then Perran, and then Johnny. I'm gonna put Johnny's drive around up into the top corner or bottom corner of the map and or the screen. I'm gonna be in the bottom. I'll throw some stuff up to kind of cover up the holes. But we're going in, and if mine goes over, which I'm sure maybe will, I'll just go full screen on my part. So pretty excited. I'm wanting to see all this work they've been doing. Like I said, Perrin, he's been doing quite a bit with the animals. I really liked his slides he sent. That's not on this map. My version is actually a little bit different from his. The house has changed. The chickens will be changing. Perrin added this in here for the water tower, and it's also his wrapping on these silages. I remember him showing me that. I like it. I like the darker ones. The darker ones was pretty much my favorite. I like the old rustic wood on this. We got the little the barbed wire fence, and as you've seen, there's going to be another cuttable fence that's going to be added to this. We're talking about going around this house, going over here in this corner over here is going to be the Victorian style house. And I do have the map now. I can show that. Johnny was given a section. Cazz is doing a section, or about 2 or 3. Also been talking about doing a blend. I don't want to get rid of Cazz's touch at all. He has over 1,000 followers. I remember when we started with 2. So there's a lot of people that likes his map. The able to breathe, the shapes of the land and all that. And then you got Johnny and his style and his way of doing everything. So that's going to be a little bit different as well. It's going to be a lot tighter on your farming. You're going to trim out before you do the hired workers. And what I'm hoping and what I told Cazz I would like to see is actually where Johnny's edits is coming and Cazz's edits is coming, that we have like a little blended area to where it kind of, some of the farms are a little bit heavier in trees and stuff. It has kind of his style of adding trees and stuff in. And then the next section is kind of breeze. So it just kind of blends into each other. And this becomes a true collaboration. So it is in the talks. And that's what I'm kind of hoping. It's kind of my 2 cents worth in on it. I am going to leave the mini map up. Still coughing a little bit. Not too much, but still coughing. I know that we seen this in the first video. Like I said, this sheet placement was edited and stuff. He took the in-game one and kind of spread some stuff out and move stuff around as far as triggers go. Your little pickup area to be able to pick up the bales of wool is going to be a little bit larger. I don't know if he's edited this one that much, but it's to fit in this area that is specific to this map. And I think Johnny's going to grab a hold of them too and do some stuff as well. Like I said, all this is early access. This will not be staying that way. Sawmill's going to be up here. Got a little river rolling through. It's got some nice bend to it going down through there. It's not all straight. Looks like the port's going to be on the north side of the map. Animal dealer's going to be up here in the corner. Or it will be moved later on. Do not know. Like I said, this is really early on all this. Some of this I'm seeing for the first time. So I'm trying to take a lot of it in. Trying to see if this is where Johnny, looks like where Johnny was throwing down those splines. And you can see the difference in the trees. You got different types of trees here. They are different space. You got big gaps, small gaps. Gives it a really natural feel. I didn't see him in the row. He had a nice little delete fest after that because it was splashing over into the next section. So you forester guys, yeah, y'all have fun with that. Look at that. Maybe put some bushes in a little bit around this outside edge, maybe, but I doubt it. It don't have to have it. Sometimes there's like overgrowth coming into what we call woods around here. For everybody else, it's kind of like a small forest. But I think it's really looking good so far. I really like the mix of trees. I mean, you can see it. Small, large, type. And then when he lays that spline down like that, and he sets all those settings in it to be a kind of a spread out, or when you see him tracing along the road and up next to a farm, he tells it not to do that. He tells it to automatically level, so if the map is doing like this, no big issue, it's going to do it anyway. So putting in spline works of the trees, I really love it. I also like the roads. Like I said, this is Cazz's wall. I talked about it in the first episode. And remember, you got a nice looking diversity in your trees and stuff. Up on top, down on bottom, looks a lot like Johnny's. The only difference is a lot of this is one tree at a time. If you haven't watched the first build episode or countless other ones, go back. You can see them. Put them on there, lower them down. Now, it probably is true that after a certain amount of time, he will take sections and redo them and stuff and place them back down. But to go all the way around, I mean, look how fast I'm flying through here, and I'm really not making no ground up hardly. We're talking about all around this map. And him, whether he's doing a certain section, then adding or whatever, I don't care. It's a lot of work. These light poles, putting them down one at a time, it's a lot of work. You got flat areas over here. So for you flat farmers that loves Great Plains area, the United States and stuff, there you go. For you European players, here you go on this side of the map. I think Johnny possibly did this, looking at it. It's got a pretty heavy mix. And look at some of this when that went off. Maybe Johnny just did this side. Because look how thick that is. If that ain't natural, I don't know what is. You got some trees you can almost hit with a chainsaw at the same time. That is insane. Yeah, this is where that farm is that he put in over here. Looks like. How do you get in this, Johnny? Let me go over here. No, there's a farm. I thought I seen it. Guess not. That is thick. I forgot how many he said. Just in trees. Just in trees. And I think 2 of those type of trees. We was having a little, he said, guess how many trees is in this map? And he's talking about just 2 types of trees. I forgot how much Cazz says, but he was off. But me and Perran, I said like 60,000, and Perran said I think it was 90,000. I think it was like 70,000 trees. That's just in 2 types of trees. You forestry guys, literally, you're going to have quite a bit. Here's you one you can whack on Johnny. Kind of get it up. Like I said, this is a whip. This kind of stuff is going to be. It has to be checked and rechecked and double checked and triple checked. I already said double, didn't I? Yeah. You're going to have quite a bit of that. Here's some more here. Down this side over here. So we're going to have a few trees to delete. But really, who cares? That's just amazing. And this goes on for a really long ways. I don't know how excited y'all are about this, but I'm really excited. I literally don't know who did what, but this side over here looks a lot different than the other side. And you see how natural this looks. So this is definitely Johnny's because it's too close up to the trees. Cazz don't do that. Like I said, he likes to give you room to breathe. And like I said, he has a massive following. So for every person that thinks this is the way you do it, there's just as many more thinks the other way is the way to do it. And that's why I'm loving this map build. Big old lake coming in over here. Here's another tree to get rid of. Possibly. Can leave it. There's another one that's kind of close. Here's a couple, but I mean, this is kind of just a dry area. Like I said, this is a whip. So we're going to get to see floating cars. Who knows what all else. I love it. I think it's exciting. See if I can get out his woods. His is technically is a forest. Now, like I see right here, this is the same thing. Same deal. Spline. But he's got it set not to scatter. Got a little crossing over the water, so it looks like we're getting close to the north end of the map. Yep. Back to the sawmill. Got another placement here. I don't know if this will be cuttable, but if it is, like at the first of the video, that'll be amazing. Shop's going to be over here. He's pretty good at taking stuff that is in game, making it stationary stuff. I like it. And some of this stuff, if you're one of these people that says, why not make it usable? Well, not everything should be. I mean, if you don't buy it, then, you know, you can't drive it off a lot. And not everything comes with giants. A lot of this stuff is mods. So just download the mod and add it to it. Don't complain because you can't get it and drive off. Well, that's a really big tractor in that business. Where do they get it in? Well, I mean, I know it's just placed in it, but possibly needs a bay door or something, or smaller tractors. I know they ain't gonna want me to hear me say this, but I mean, you gotta deal with how'd you get in there. But even if you don't, it's kind of cool that they got it in there. I mean, it's kind of a ship in a bottle thing. So anyway, my part is done. I hope y'all like the fly through and seeing what they're gonna get. I have not looked at the garage. There's no sense in it. I'm sure that can change. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see where this goes. So I hope everybody is equally excited. Be sure to subscribe if you have not so you can keep up, because I'm not going to be flooding Facebook groups and stuff like that with every single video coming out. And there's going to be a bunch. And I know we post a lot of games and a lot of content and stuff like that. Just pick the ones you want, or kind of turn off the notifications. Just come back and visit whenever you want. And looking forward to this and more. And if you're looking to possibly showcase your work, there's I could do something like this for you as well. Just give me a shout and see where we can go. But I'm really tickled. Great work, guys. I'm really loving it. Take care and have fun, everybody.